Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. We are taking the dense, highly anticipated January 2026 IJF refereeing rule updates and completely decoding them for you. Look, if you're stepping onto the tatami, coaching from the sidelines, or even if you're just a deeply invested fan of judo, you know that rule changes basically dictate everything about how the game is played. So, my goal today is to transform these official, kind of wordy mandates into clear, actionable strategies that you can take straight to your next training session. Let's not waste a single second and just dive right in.
Okay, here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We're going to cover defining the new Yuko, rules for grip breaking, penalties for wasting time, judging non-combativity, and finally, protecting the neck and spine.
Section 1. Defining the new Yuko.
So the IJF is literally leaving nothing to interpretation here. A Yuko is now officially defined as a side landing 90 degrees or more to the front. This specifically includes landing on the upper back, the neck, or on the side along the shoulder axis combined with an elbow or hand touching. It even includes landing on a single buttock. Officials are getting incredibly specific now, and understanding these micro adjustments in body positioning, well, that's going to be the difference between putting points on the board and walking away with absolutely nothing.
Now, the sequence of impact is absolutely everything. If a player lands, but actually let me be super specific here, if the front of their stomach, both hips, or both knees touch the mat first, it totally negates the Yuko. So defensive rotations to the stomach or knees, they are still highly effective, provided they hit the tatami before anything else does.
Section 2. Rules for grip breaking.
We all know grip fighting is basically a high-speed chess match out there, right? Well, the rules are tightening up. Breaking grips with one or two hands but keeping at least one grip, perfectly allowed. Breaking a grip with just one hand, even if you don't keep a grip afterwards, also allowed. But if you use two hands to break a grip and you maintain no grip whatsoever after the break, boom, you are going to be penalized with a shido. This is a real game changer for tactical resets. If you rely on a two-handed grip break to completely disengage, you need to change your strategy immediately, because that habit will now systematically cost you shidos.
Moving right along, Section 3, penalties for wasting time.
So, what exactly counts as wasting time on the tatami now? You might think, hey, I'm just catching my breath for a second. A quick pause to reset my mindset, right? Wrong. The 2026 rules mandate that referees are going to be watching your downtime like a hawk. The dead time between action is no longer yours to manage as you see fit.
The IJF has explicitly spelled out what will draw a penalty, not popping right back up after niwaza action or failing to return immediately to your mark. And then, we have the classic stalling tactics, fixing your judo gi, taking your sweet time tying your belt, or arranging your hair. I mean, unless you're prepping for a photo shoot out there, just fix your hair later. But what's really critical here is the combination clause. If you take a second to fuss with your hair and then you slowly drag your feet back to the line, you are right in the danger zone. It's an aggregate assessment of stalling.
And listen, you're not getting much leeway here. The escalation is incredibly swift and decisive. Step 1 is a single warning given by the referee for any of those delays or combinations of delays. Step 2, for the second offense and literally any offense after that, is an immediate shido penalty. The overarching message is loud and clear: the pace of the match belongs to the referee, and continuous action is the absolute expectation.
Section 4, judging non-combativity.
When they're looking at handing out a shido for non-combativity, the referee is now going to evaluate attacks in tachiwaza, your standing techniques, and attacks in niwaza, your groundwork. This means officials are prioritizing continuous, complete action. You can't just be highly active on your feet and then completely stall out the moment the fight hits the mat. Your offensive output is being evaluated holistically across the whole shebang.
Finally, Section 5, protecting the neck and spine.
The rulebook wording on this one is absolutely rock solid. Applying the Ushiro Senkaku grip in niwaza action with a higher risk of injury to the opponent's neck or spinal vertebrae will be considered hansukumake. Basically, if you apply that reverse triangle grip in a way that endangers the spine, you are crossing a hard line. And notice the context here. This applies whether the referee has called mate or not. The context of the match pause doesn't matter one bit if the spine is put at risk.
And guys, why this matters is huge. The penalty here isn't just a slap on the wrist. It's hansokome. This is not a verbal warning. It is not a shido on the scoreboard. It is an immediate and total disqualification. The IJF is loudly stating that guaranteeing athlete safety, specifically protecting the highly vulnerable neck and spinal vertebrae, will absolutely always take priority over the match continuing. You've got to execute your ground control with absolute precision and respect for your opponent's anatomy, or your tournament day is instantly over.
So wrap your head around all that. We've tackled the mechanics of the new Yuko, the strict restrictions on two-handed grip breaks, the total elimination of downtime on the mat, and those absolutely crucial safety updates regarding spinal locks. Knowing these strict new criteria for scoring and pacing, I want to leave you with this question. How will you adapt your tactical strategy before stepping on the tatami in 2026? Don't just sit on this info, actively evolve your judo game with it. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep training hard, and I'll catch you next time.